Well, here it is, February 2011. And this blows my mind. I don't think anybody's been back in here in over a year. Probably no retail customers in here for 25 years. When we say we have new in boxes stereo equipment from the 70s, man, this will blow your mind. Get your flashlight, follow me. This is one of probably 10 rooms. A lot of this area is older display equipment and some repairs. But when you come in a little bit further, and I'll turn around, look at the upper deck. There is JVC, there's connoisseur turntables, there's, man, so many different brands you can't even imagine. High-end stuff, Accuphase, turntables, receivers, amplifiers, car stereo decks from the 70s for those. Fix up the old clunker and put in a period audio 8-track player, cassette player. It just goes on and on. Speakers. I'm kind of stumbling through this because a lot of these parts of this building I've never been in. We're talking stuff that was bought by the boatload at the end of the era when all of these units were still serviceable, meaning you can take the circuit boards out and service them. It wasn't all one integrated circuit. And it was all stored in here, waiting for audiophiles to come. And because of health problems and changing markets, it didn't happen on the local scale. But on the big scale, the audiophiles dreamed. JVC, Akai, Pioneer, Nakamichi. It's just, there's 30s, there's 50s, there's hundreds, new in boxes. These things have not been out of these boxes, still sealed. And there isn't hundreds, there's thousands. Retail value, I'm going to guess at about $5 million of high-end audio waiting to be discovered. Blows my mind. Let's go downstairs and take a look at the other rooms. Back in the 70s, I was a new dad, 2 brand new kids. Those kids are now in their 30s, late 30s, and this was the stuff Dad was selling at the time. This is the main warehouse. And again, a lot of the stuff you see here is repairs or surplus from setup and whatnot. Look at it. Floor to ceiling, those ceilings are probably 16 feet high. If you happen to want a JVC RX 817 VTN, hey, you can have 30 of them. And it doesn't stop. It's like walking through aisles of stacked units. Let's walk through an aisle of stacked units. Look at this stuff. How many audio shops do you go to? You have to have a step ladder to get the one on the top pile. There's little alcoves all over the place. Let's go behind the boxes. You probably can't see them because it's so far down that alley. But look at that. It goes on forever. There's still other rooms. Need manuals? Come on with me, I'll show you manuals. And we're going a long way in here, so we got to get the flashlight back on. Box loads of them. File cabinets. Service manuals. Brochures for the product for put in a frame, over top of your equipment in your stereo room. Manuals, reel-to-reel recording equipment, cassette decks. I'm talking real professional equipment here. Multi-disc players. I mean, I grew up in this industry back in the 70s. And even at the time, in its heyday, I don't know anybody that had this kind of stock. And it's here, waiting for you. We're still wandering. We still haven't been through maybe half the building. This is one of the service areas here. And you can see when you look at a lot of these speakers, a lot of people are concerned about air suspension systems. But you can see, even though these have been on display forever, the air suspension on them is still intact. These are JVC speakers here. And of course everything else is sealed in boxes with silicone packets in there to keep them dry. So there's no reason to think any of this equipment isn't 100% coming out of the box. What a thrill. A 1970s receiver, an X-Acto knife. You're the first one seen it in 35 years. Cool. Get from there over here. Are you into cassette decks? Holy jeez. Unbelievable. There's the reason why you just can't walk down and get one. This place has been closed for almost a year, and this is the big sale. Everything's got to go. I'm sure you're getting bored, but let's just duck down this one because I know a couple of really cool pieces of equipment down here. Oops, this one's a dead end. It's just filled with stereo equipment. This is the one I want. Are you ready? I don't know about you, but man, one of those puppies from Accuphase, they were state of the art. And there's these two units which were display, and there's more in boxes. Look at all this stuff. All taped up, all brand new in boxes. Man, this is just like walking through time. You always hear stories. I know where there's something new in box. Might have been motorcycles, might have been car parts, but here it is. Audio equipment, new in boxes for 35 years. You got to check this site out. Watch this space.